So, welcome back, everybody, to the Canada Specialist Program webinar series. Our first update today is with Michelle from Vancouver Foodie Tours. Michelle, please take it away.
Great. Thank you so much, Charlie. Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here, and thanks for taking the time to tune in and learn more about Vancouver Foodie Tours. So, as Charlie had mentioned, I'm Michelle Ng, and I'm the founder and president of Vancouver Foodie Tours. I started the business 13 years ago, really just out of passion for food and people. I really love bringing people closer together to create connections, deeper connections, and also taste some really delicious foods and ingredients that Vancouver is really known for. My love of Vancouver, especially being an immigrant, I feel so grateful to be able to showcase our city to visitors and locals alike. And this is really Vancouver Foodie Tours is really my love letter to the city of Vancouver. And for us, the quality of the experience is really paramount to what we do. And that's why we have consistently been ranked the #1 rated food tour company in Vancouver for the last 10 years. We're also a Forbes top 9 food tour company in the whole world as well. And so for us, whenever we're out hosting a tour, our #1 goal is to see how we can actually create the most memorable experience for our guests during their time in Vancouver. And so the things that we do that really makes a mark with our guest is finding out the reason why they signed up for a food tour, what they love most, especially their favorite foods, so that we're actually able to then create a personalized experience for our guest, even if they had signed up for a public tour experience. And so we really try to get to know what each of our guests love and wrap that into the tour experience so that it is special for everybody who joins us. And really at the core of what we do at Vancouver Foodie Tours is that we generate happiness and appreciation. That's really our company's core purpose. It's also my personal purpose as well. And when I talk about generating happiness, it's really the belief that we always have the choice to actually see and approach situations or any scenario in a positive light. And so we love being able to help our guests appreciate Vancouver even more than if they were to visit on their own, by really just getting to know what they love, by spreading joy to them in a way that resonates, and helping them gain a deeper appreciation of Vancouver through stories of the merchants we visit, the artisans that locals love, and of course, delicious food. Who doesn't like delicious food? And oftentimes, when guests are surprised by certain tastings on the tours and they just love it, we see this huge smile on their face, and it really food is such a great way to generate happiness and to help guests form connections as well. And so our most popular tour is the Granville Island Market Tour. This is essentially a VIP pass to the Granville Island markets. And even for locals, Granville Island can be quite sensory overload. There's just so much happening inside Granville Island, and there's all kinds of things that's vying for your attention. But when you join a foodie tour and experience Granville Island market with us, we're really able to highlight the artisans that are most unique and special to the neighborhood, why they're so special, the dishes or the food items that they're most proud of, and the stories behind each of the foods we serve. And so on this 2-hour walking tour on Granville Island, we visit 10 different tasting locations. And there are 20 tastings in total. All of our tours are enough for a full meal, so there's really no need for a meal either before or after the tour. And we also do a lot of pairings on the tour as well. So think of it as like a roving picnic where we go for organic breads and charcuterie and Canadian cheeses and BC salmon and Thai street food, which really honors the multicultural food scene we have here. And our tour experiences are really well thought out and created dining experiences, tasting experiences. So there's a palate cleanser that our guests always experience on the Granville Island Market Tour that transitions them seamlessly from the savory tastings to the sweet tastings. And so the Granville Island Market Tour, as I mentioned, is a 2-hour tour, happens throughout the day, and it's a year-round tour. Most of the time is spent inside the market, so it really is a great activity all year round, whether it's bright and sunny outside or if it's winter time. It's really a great experience no matter what the weather is like outside. It's also a great experience for guests of any age. We have children who join our tour and really love it. We also have seniors with limited mobility who join our tours and are really have a great time as well, because there is limited walking on this particular tour. And guests that join us on this tour and on any tours, they always feel like VIPs because the tastings are prepared in advance so that they get to skip all the lineups, and there's no need to be waiting for tastings or figuring out what to order. The experts have really designed and planned everything in advance so that guests just need to show up, relax, and have a great time. So that's the Granville Island Market Tour. Another very popular tour is the Gastronomic Gastown Tour. This is really an authentic tour to Vancouver's birthplace, Gastown, where Vancouver really got started was in Gastown. And this is also a Canadian signature experience as well. So super popular tour for those who love gourmet fine dining. This is a multi-course, a 3-course dinner tour during the evening with alcohol pairings that include BC wines and cocktails, as well as beers. So this tour was actually relaunched earlier this year. And when we launched this tour, we decided that we really wanted to leverage foodie tours to help Gastown rebuild and also the rest of Vancouver rebuild after the pandemic. And so whenever you're booking guests onto a foodie tour, we're actually donating a portion of our proceeds to a nonprofit here in Vancouver to help those folks who have social work barriers to rebuild their lives. So the Gastronomic Gastown Tour is really great for those who love the finer things in life and alcohol pairings as well. And the Authentic Asian Eats Tour, a super unique tour that is great for the adventurous traveler, those who love getting off the beaten path and really experiencing authentic Asian food, going into, I would say, a full cultural immersive experience of the Asian culture, because not only do guests taste and experience really delicious Asian cuisine, they also learn about Asian dining etiquettes and culture and history as well. So it really is a full cultural immersive experience. And this tour takes place in Richmond, which is where the New York Times have called the place for the most authentic and delicious Asian cuisine in North America. And sorry, I should have mentioned also with the Authentic Asian Eats Tour, this tour happens during the daytime. So I think dim sum and chili dumplings and pastries and bubble tea. And it happens, it happens during the daytime from 10 until 1 o'clock. And then I wanted just to mention our sister company, Granville Island Delivery Co., which is a business I started at the beginning of the pandemic when I had to pause Vancouver Foodie Tours as we weren't able to host our guests in person. And so what we did instead was to package experiences within a box so that we could send it to customers across Canada. And so it was a way for us to continue to generate happiness and appreciation for our community, for our customers when we couldn't gather in person. And so we continue to operate this business as an experience in a box. You'll see what the box looks like in the background there on the right-hand side. Here is another picture of that box and some of the contents that you'll find in our gift boxes as well. These are really boxes that support multiple artisans in the local community. And they're great for client gifting, whether it be during the holidays or if you have a client that's coming to Vancouver and you wanted to surprise them with a welcome gift or a room drop at their hotel, we would be happy to help facilitate that as well to really create a memorable, really special experience for them. And as I mentioned, we are a women and BIPOC owned business. I started the business 13 years ago, and we are a community focused business. We care so much about our community, and we seek opportunities to really uplift those in our community. And so that's why I had shared earlier that whenever you book a guest on a foodie tour, you are truly making a positive contribution to the local community because a portion of all foodie tour tickets are donated to Employ to Empower so that we're able to offer entrepreneurial resources to empower those with work and social barriers to rebuild their lives and to build community as well. And so I want to thank you for your support and also to joining me on this webinar today. Again, my name is Michelle Ng, founder of Vancouver Foodie Tours. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I would really love to host your customers on a Vancouver Foodie Tours and really generate happiness and appreciation for them. I will send a follow-up email as well. And so I will share more information then. Thank you so much.
Michelle, thank you so much. Love everything about you and the business and the food. It's fantastic. Thank you. The